what is Borobudur? Okay, Borobudur is a UNESCO World Heritage Monument in Java in Indonesia, yeah? And what it actually is the largest surviving Buddhist mandala from the Indian Mahayana-Vajrayana period, yeah? From the 8th century. This means like Mahayana-Vajrayana period means from the 7th to the 12th century, yeah? So when Buddhism was flourishing in India, there were many of these mandalas built, yeah? But over the course of history, they've been destroyed, by earthquakes, by war, whatever, Anyway, gone, yeah? Now there's just like ruins left, yeah? So Borobudur is the last surviving one. Why it actually survived is because it was built in the 8th century by 3 generations of a royal family. And it survived because in the year 1006 there was a big volcanic eruption by a Merapi, a very big volcano nearby, because Indonesia is in the Ring of Fire, yeah? And so they had to leave this area, yeah? So therefore, it wasn't like Pompeii, it wasn't all covered in like thick, like this, but it was covered in like dust, yeah? And then the jungle kind of took it back and stuff, yeah? And it's a tropical country, so then kind of a hill grew over it, yeah? So for this reason, it survived, yeah? So actually, fortunately for us, because now in the last 200 years, it's been excavated and sort of brought back to life. So anyway, it's a mandala, yeah? What's a mandala? A mandala is very in tantric Buddhism, yeah? We have these ways to meditate, which is, we call a mandala as a sacred circle. So within this sacred circle is all the pure and positive energies. It's where we transform all our negative emotions into pure consciousness, all impure elements into pure elements, yeah? Okay, so we have many representations of mandalas, yeah? So we have painted ones, we have 3-dimensional ones, actually not usually quite small, but Borobudur is a huge one, yeah, okay? So it represents especially it represents the transformation of the 5 negative emotions into 5 wisdom consciousnesses, yeah? Which is showing, but that's what Tantra is, yeah? It's working, Buddhist Tantra, is working with the raw materials of how we actually are and transforming them into their pure state, yeah, okay? Of course, it's also a Mahayana Buddhist monument, so there's like, on the sides there's like 5 different levels. It looks like a ziggurat or something, with levels, 5 levels. So this is showing what we call the 5 stages to enlightenment, yeah? According to the Mahayana Buddhist path, how to reach enlightenment. So you don't get there in 1 second, you have to go through various stages, yeah? Also the Theravada path, how to get to Nirvana. There's 5 stages you have to go through. So Lama Caroline calls it a multi-mandala, an ocean of mandalas, because it's built in a like incredibly clever way. So any Buddhist practice can be like imputed onto it, yeah? So everybody can see their own practice on Borobudur, so it's super nice, Also, there's many important sutras are represented as bas-reliefs, as carvings around. There's 1,600 panels which tell like the stories of there's what's called Lalita Vistara Sutra, which is the Mahayana life of the Buddha. Then there's something called Ganda Vyuha Sutra, which is how somebody else achieved enlightenment, yeah? Okay, the first one, Lalita Vistara. Okay, of course, wonderful, how the Buddha achieved enlightenment, how he had descended to earth and grew up and went in the forest and achieved enlightenment, yeah, and so on. But we might think, okay, there's Buddha. For me, it's impossible. So the second major sutra is called the Ganda Vyuha, which shows that actually there's one guy called Sudana, and he meets 52 gurus and also achieves enlightenment. So it's showing that anybody can achieve enlightenment, yeah? If you meet the right teachers and do the right things, yeah? Yeah? Very important message, yeah? There's also what's called Jataka Mala, which is the past lives of the Buddha, 500 past lives, and something called Avadana, which is the heroic deeds, which is the lives of Buddha's friends, yeah? Because they also, went on the spiritual journey, yeah? Anyway, so it's all kinds of incredible things together, yeah? So actually the word, but it's not really called Borobudur, it's called Bhumi Sambara, a Sanskrit name, yeah? Bhumi Sambara means the integration of the spiritual stages, yeah? So it's showing, the path to enlightenment, and in a really incredible way, yeah? And there's all kinds of symbolism built into it. Like the people that built it were so clever, so intelligent, yeah? In India, they have something called Vastu Shastra. It's like Indian Feng Shui, yeah? And they have a special way for temples, yeah? So inside the construction of Borobudur, like there's a kind of numerology, and it's super fascinating, yeah. So it shows all about astrology, astronomy. It's amazing, you know. It's really, really, you know, like for example, now people they're interested in the pyramids, aren't they? Yeah? Pyramids and the Machu Picchu and all this stuff, yeah. So also Borobudur has got this incredible, like very precise astronomical, numerical symbolism. It's showing all kinds of fantastic things about the universe. So that's why Lama Ganchen says it's showing the Kala Chakra Tantra, yeah? Yeah? Because that's not represented in terms of like imagery or anything like that, yeah? So anyway, so Borobudur is very important for us followers of the Nalso tradition because that's where Lama Ganchen received a vision, and based on that he started making our self-healing practice, yeah? Which was sort of like the foundation of our tradition of modern Buddhism, yeah, not Western Buddhism because it's for everybody, you know. Our tradition of Buddhism, Nalso, somehow was kind of formed in the moment that Rinpoche had this vision in Borobudur, where all the gurus and the Buddhas gave him permission to make this new way to practice the Tantric Buddhism, appropriate for us modern people in our century, us and the future generations, yeah. So there's so much to say about Borobudur, you know. I mean, really, really, there's like 200 books on the subject. I did a thesis on it, you know. I'm very interested on it, you know. I've since many years Rinpoche asked me to study Borobudur, and actually we have to produce some books still on the subject, yeah. Another thing to do, yeah. So if you want to know more, there's much more to say on the subject. But anyway, we go there every year because it's like it's this very holy place, you know. Like for example, the Indonesians, you know, they call it a dead monument, you know, just stones, but it's not true at all, yeah. Like for example, when Rinpoche first did the self-healing there, we go around and we got up to the top, and actually it was really amazing, you know. Like there's a big stupa on the top, and though at that time we could touch it, you know, stand on it, it's not allowed anymore. We got up there, and then like it started, I don't know how to say, like all this like we call bodhicitta started going tss, 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 squirting out of it like this white nectars, you know. And like everybody could see it. It was incredible, you know. Like many incredible things happened, you know. It's like many of our Sangha, it's not like one of us is crazy or something. We saw all kinds of special visions, special experiences in Borobudur because it's really alive, you know, full of energy, yeah. So now Rinpoche's been, I think, 30 times. I think me, I've been almost 20 times. So Rinpoche's been doing many blessing ceremonies to wake up Borobudur again, yeah? I mean, there's some story, maybe this is really true, that the astronauts, you know, when they were like the first ones, that they used to look down and see one light coming from the earth. And then they discovered with the GPS it was Borobudur, you know? And really that could be true, you know, really, you know? Because really it's such a holy, positive place, yeah? Anyway, when we first used to go there, personally I always felt that when Rinpoche was there, he was like opening the mandala, you know, and all the incredible energy was there. But when he went away, it was kind of closing again, yeah? But now, after so many years of Rinpoche and many masters doing Rabne, it's kind of working for it all the time. It's amazing, the difference, you know? So Rinpoche has really like brought it back to life, yeah? You know, so a very important holy place, yeah? However, Borobudur is also a symbol, yeah? If one day we can't go to that place anymore, that symbol will be made somewhere else in the world, yeah? You know, because so actually Rinpoche is building Borobudurs in some other places around the world, yeah? It's a container of the holy, positive energy of enlightenment, yeah? It's one that survived from the Indian period, but actually Lama Ganchen, our guru, is busy making some new ones, yeah? Okay, so anyway, I'll talk more about this another time, okay? Thank you very much.